Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Random Guy on YouTube. Today I will be talking about Semler Scientific. Semler Scientific Incorporated is a company that provides technology solutions to improve the clinical effectiveness and efficiency of healthcare providers. Semler's mission is to develop, manufacture, and market innovative products that assist its customers in evaluating and treating chronic diseases. Semler Scientific is a microcap company with a capitalization of $153 million. It trades on Nasdaq Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol SMLR. Semler's main product is QuantoFlow. QuantoFlow is an innovative test for peripheral arterial disease. PAD occurs when cholesterol and other fats circulating in the blood collect on the walls of the arteries that supply blood to limbs. In the main risk group are people above 60, smokers, and diabetics. The second product, which is currently ramping up but did not bring any meaningful revenue yet, is Insulin Insights. Insulin Insights is a glycemic management software program designed to provide insulin dosing recommendations and optimal titration of dosing regimes. On the website of Semler Scientific you can also find a reference to Synapsis DX, which is an Alzheimer's disease diagnostic company. Semler Scientific owns an equity in this company. Now let's look at the revenue growth. For the last almost 10 years the company was growing at a rate of almost 50% a year. However, since 2021 the company seems to be stagnating. Semler will be reporting Q4 earnings on Monday, and based on the full year guidance it is expected little less than $14 million of revenue in Q4. Earnings grew very quickly for many years as well and recently started to deteriorate. In earnings calls from the last year the company excused it by changes in seasonality after COVID, pricing pressures, and hiring because of expected future expansion. The company has two new products, upgrade or extension of the QuantoFlow test and the Insulin Insights software. The excuses for recent business underperformance might be reasonable, however, I would appreciate more transparency from the management. The gross margin is at excellent 90% and in the long-term uptrend. However, operating margin got hit in the last year because of new hirings and wage pressure. I don't expect any improvement here until the revenue from the new products becomes meaningful. Semler Scientific is currently trading at 3.2 price to sales ratio. The last time the company was trading this low was at the end of 2017 when they just started to become profitable. Trailing 12-month PE is at 14.4, 2022 PE is at 12.7, and 2023 forward PE at 11.95. The medical instruments industry has an average PE of around 30. Semler has no long-term debt, very little liabilities, and a huge pile of cash on hand. Their plan for the money is reinvesting in the core business, potential new acquisitions, and the continuation of share repurchase. Remaining $15 million authorized for share buyback is enough for repurchasing about 10% of the entire company. So, to summarize, the company had a very high revenue growth in the past, but in the last year or two the revenue is stagnant. The reason for slowdown is not very clear to me. There is a hope that revenue might reaccelerate after the introduction of new products. The company has very high gross margin, but deteriorating operating margin, and again this should improve with new products. Current valuation is very low, price to sales of 3.2, price to earnings of 14.4 compared to industry PE of 30. They have excellent balance sheet and authorized share repurchase program. The QuantoFlow product should be superior to legacy products, but again it isn't clear why the growth stopped, since the market is not saturated yet. There are long-term demographic tailwinds because of growing number of elderly people in the USA. Now let's go to portfolio update. The table is becoming too large, but I will continue to publish the whole table. Pause now if you want to look at details. Reduced table contains only prices at the date of purchase, current prices, and the percentage gain since the date of purchase. Last week was pretty rough, and over the last month stocks went more or less down. Both S&P and Nasdaq are still up since the beginning of the year, but anyone who used dollar cost averaging and bought S&P every week is currently down. My portfolio is up almost 8% since the introduction. S&P 500 fund is down almost 2%, and Nasdaq fund is up almost 2%. So my portfolio is so far doing well. It feels nice, but this is still just a short-term outperformance, and only time will show what the result will be in years. My next purchase is the Semler Scientific, and for $100 we can add 4.45 shares for the Friday's closing price of $22.46 to the virtual portfolio. Now let me remind you that I am just a random guy on YouTube and not a financial advisor, and none of the content of this video is meant to be a financial advice. Please be careful when investing your own hard-earned money. Full disclosure, I own Semler Scientific in my own real stock portfolio. Thank you for watching and see you next time.